sin in my past. They said I would not last a day. They said I'd be right back. But here I am still with you, Lord. But I wonder where they're at. Oh, you and me, Jesus, we sure fooled them all. They just thought they knew for sure that I was gonna fall. I'm sure far from perfect, as you can plainly see. But after all these years, oh Lord, it's still you and me. My friends, they all did leave me, and they hung me out to dry. Sometimes I get so lonesome, I just hang my head and cry. I guess they thought they'd show me, and I know they've had their fun. But it really doesn't matter that much, 'cause you're still number one. Oh, you and me, Jesus, we sure fooled them all. They just thought they knew for sure that I was gonna fall. I'm sure far from perfect,
As you can plainly see.
but after all these years, oh Lord, it's still you and me. Oh, you and me, Jesus, we sure fooled them all. They just thought they knew for sure that I was gonna fall. I'm sure far from perfect, as you can plainly see. That after all these years, oh Lord, it's still you and me. That after all these years, oh Lord, it's still you and me. Rejoice, for the prodigal son's coming home. Rejoice for the loved ones who wait. He suffered enough, and his journey was rough. Now the prodigal son's coming home. A young man once strayed from his father and home in search of the pleasures of life. But his search was in vain, where the pleasures brought pain. Now the prodigal son's coming home. Rejoice, for the prodigal son's coming home. Rejoice for the loved ones who wait. He suffered enough, and his journey was rough. Now the prodigal son's coming home.
Many loved ones today have drifted away. The lure of the world made them wrong. But continue to pray, and then you can say that the
deaf in Gloryland will hear, the dumb will talk to me.
There'll be no sun in Gloryland. The moon and stars won't shine. For Christ himself is light. Up there we'll live on love divine. Gloryland, Gloryland, up there we'll die no more. No coffins will be made up there, no graves on that bright shore. No graves on that bright Many times I get discouraged, wondering what I can do. Troubles seem to pile upon me with no answer in view. Then a voice within me whispers, there is one who still cares. On your knees and call on Jesus, he will answer your prayer. I don't want to live no more without Jesus. I don't want the heartaches nor the woe that sin makes following
happy, singing glory, glory to the Lamb. For I'm bound for the land of Canaan, yes I am. Oh yes, I'm bound for the land of Canaan, yes I am. By the love and the grace of God, I surely am planning. Some happy day when all the ransom I'll stand and sing His praise way over in Canaan's happy land.
Oh yes, I'm bound for the land of Canaan.
Yes I am.
By the love and grace of God, I surely am planning.
Some happy day with all the ransom I'll stand and sing His praise way over in Canaan's happy land.
He'll be to you just what you want Him to. He'll be your Savior, a comfort, or just a friend. He'll be your help in time of trouble. If you're bound, He'll set you free. He'll be to you what you want Him to be. Lost and lonely, come to Jesus. Tattered soul, He understands. Broken heart that needs mending. Place the pieces in His hands. Drifting vessel, cast your anchor to the Master of the sea. He'll be to you what you want Him to be. take to him. Talk to the man with the answer, my friend. He knows about your problems before they begin. He has moved greater mountains than what stand in your way. Talk to the man with the answer today. A woman at the well side and a cripple down by the pool. They both had their problems just like me and you. But when they met the Master, their whole lives were changed. He can do the same for you, my friend, if you'll call on his name. Talk to the man with the answer, my friend. He knows all about your troubles and cares before they begin. He has moved greater mountains than what stand in your way. Talk to the man with the answer today. And he has moved greater mountains than what stand in your way. Talk to the man with the answer today. I've heard of a land on the faraway strand where the streets are pure as gold. I've heard how the angels sweetly sing and people there never grow old. I've heard of a place that's free from sorrow where there's never a care. I've heard about it, but best of all, I know I'm a-going there. I've heard about that wonderful land so bright and fair. I've heard about the shining streets of gold and all its beauty there. I've heard about the endless joy and glory waiting over there. I've heard about it, but best of all, I know I'm a-going there. I've heard about the saints all dressed in white and the friend gone on before. I've heard about the tree of life that's blooming on that evergreen shore. I've heard about the great reunion day and all its glory we'll share. I've heard about it, but best of all, I know I'm a-going there. I've heard about that wonderful land so fair and fair. I've heard about the shining streets of gold and all its beauty there. I've heard about the endless joy and glory waiting over there. I've heard about it, but best of all, I know I'm a-going there.
I've heard about that wonderful land so fair. I've heard about the shining streets of gold and all its beauty rare. I've heard about the endless joy and glory waiting over there. I've heard about it, but best of all, I know I'm a-going there. I've heard about it, but best of all, I know I'm a-going there.
One of God's little children lay struggling for bread. Those around could feel the cold hand of death. When someone from somewhere sent a message to say, hold on just a moment, your ride's on the way.
Pack up, get ready to leave. Tell all your friends not to grieve. It's been mostly walking through long, dreary days, but walking's about over. Your ride's on the way.
Now we walk with Jesus for many a mile, and we've had some tears, and then again we've smiled. Now it's growing toward evening, and I'm facing the sun, but I just heard him whisper, your walking's about done.
Pack up, get ready to leave. Tell all your friends not to grieve. It's been mostly walking through long, dreary days.
Pack up, get ready.
Your ride's on the way.
Well, let me get this old radio tuned in here. Give me some good gospel music. Maybe I can hear the Kingsmen. Let me see here. No, I don't like that. Can't find nothing. Good night, I wish I could. Boy, that's awful. Can't stand that kind of music. Boy. There it is.
I was looking for my favorite gospel station on the radio one day, when I came across a man who said rock music is the greatest, here to stay. I just smiled as I turned my dial to where they play what's really top. Jesus saved my soul, put my name on the roll, I'm standing on the solid rock.
There ain't a lot of polish in gospel music, but it sure beats a rock and roll. You can be sure when you're singing about Jesus, you really get a blessing for your soul.
It doesn't matter if the tenor sings high.
And the bass sings way down.
There ain't a lot of polish in gospel music, but it sure beats rock and roll.
I wouldn't spend a dime or waste my time on a song that glorifies sin. I wouldn't croon a tune that takes me back to the mire where I've already been. You may know a star that can sing a cheating song with all the sharps and flats, but there's a million bright-eyed Sunday school kids that sings a better song than that.
There ain't a lot of polish in gospel music, but it sure beats the rock and roll. You can be sure when you're singing about Jesus, you really get a blessing for your soul.
It doesn't matter if the tenor sings high.
Oh, the bass sings way down low.
There ain't a lot of polish in gospel music, but it sure beats rock and roll. There ain't a lot of polish in gospel music, but it sure beats rock and roll.
Boy, that song just made my day. I really like that. I lost my station. That thing went off the air. Boy, I like gospel music, though. Old Joel Hemphill wrote a good one when he wrote that. Oh, well, I guess I better get on out of here. Love them Kingsmen.